Shambach had a church there, but I didn't know too much about Chicago. I had been there one time, but I didn't know nothing. So I gave away all of my furniture and carried my daughter back to Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and she stayed with my mama and daddy. And I went to minister. And so when I got in Chicago on a Tuesday evening, I didn't see nothing but snow, you know.
Oh my God, it's so cold over there.
So I'm standing there. So I'm at the train station. I said, okay, God, here I am now. So, you know, you go to this place where they witness to people, give them food and stuff and all that. So when I went, I asked the lady. She said that we have food, but we don't have no room. I said, well, I don't need no food now. I need a bed.
You need a place to sleep.
Yeah, so I was standing there. I said, okay, God, you sent me, and you told me, you know, that you would
provide.
So, and he spoke to me because these two elder ladies had spent the weekend to my house on High Street when we gave Brother Shambach his first anniversary. So they spent the weekend to my house. So then he told me to call Sister Lee Graham. I said, but I don't have her number, but I always carry my Bible with me. I said, I don't have her number though. He said, open your Bible. I'm not lying. I didn't turn a leaf. That was her number. And he said, call her. I called her. She told me, get a cab and come on down.
Oh, wow.
And I stayed with her till, you know, people act funny, you know, they're funny. Because I went for the witness, you know, because I'm a minister, so I went to the state hospital, all them young black boys shot up, cut up and everything. I would go every day and minister. But when I got there, I thought because she was an elder lady, you know, Sister Lee Graham and her 78 or something. But she hurt me so bad when she said, you know, I ain't got nothing for these niggas to do. And they had not killed me, but you saved. And I'm there to witness, putting tracks and things in people's doors and ministering to people. Cause I'm a friendly person. I meet you now. If you talk, I'm talking, you know.
Yeah.
So, and she heard it. Every time she said it, it would cut me. I said, this lady say, you know, I'm thinking she said.
Wow.
But that's all she said. I don't mess up with these niggas in this bit. And so then she started getting funny and everything. And so I went to a prayer meeting one night and I met another group of people. And Jesus spoke to me like I'm talking to you and Christina. He said, these are hypocrites too. And I'm telling the truth. And they said, I told them what Sister Lee Graham did. One said, you can stay with me 2 weeks because see, the apartment where we always stay, people could stay with you 2 weeks. And that's it. You have to go then. So, you know, her name was Miss Williams, Sister Williams. My elder lady had high blood pressure. They were sick and everything. So I ministered to them. I was staying with her. And I prayed for them and everything. God healed her the blood pressure. God, because he is the healer. And also, I was praying with her. And then she got funny. Because he had done told me they were hypocrite too, right? So she got funny and talking about her children. Said, I might not be no preacher. I might not be no minister. I could be, you know, like the devil, a product. But she done got healed and we done prayed and had prayer meeting and all of that stuff. So this evening, this particular day, I packed my suitcase. I think I had 2, yeah. So I set them in the house. She said, don't set them out there, don't set them out there. So I said, nobody gonna bother. So I'm going on to the hospital car, goes and pray for these people every day. I ain't never seen so many bullet wound, stabbed people laying in the bed everywhere. So, and when I'm walking the street, I minister to the people that I see. So this young man, so I left my suitcase in there and I got in going on down the street. So I stopped and I looked up and I said, Jesus, now if you're not ashamed for me and you, and these 2 suitcases sat in the street, I'm not ashamed either. I went on down the street witness, right? So I met this young man sitting out in the yard. His name was Robert. So his mama, and she was dying then, I think, her daughter, how stupid she can be. Her mama didn't have no feeling in her leg. The foolish daughter put her mama leg, foot in some scar, just blister were all over, tried to make her have feeling. So her brother spoke to me, his name was Robert. He said, Miss Parker, he said, will you go in there and pray for my mother? And I told him, yeah, I had my olive oil and stuff, but she had them blisters. But you have to pray for people, you know. I'm ministering, and we got to do it, you know.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I anointed her and prayed for her. But you can tell then she was on her way out, you know. We talked. He said, are you G. Helper Witness? I said, no. I'm Jesus' witness, but I'm not Jehovah's Witness, you know. So he said, I tell you what I'll do. I told him what was going on. He went with me to pick up my suitcase. And he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll let you stay in my apartment tonight. And I'll stay over here with my mama and my sister. I said, okay. His name was Robert. He had a nice, clean apartment. And he did. He carried me there. But the next day, here come Robert. Me and my sister can't get along. And you sleep on one side of the bed. And I said, no, you ain't. You ain't gonna sleep not with me. See, the devil thought he had me then, you know, where you going, where you going? He thought he had me. So I said, will you give me the phone number? The landlord lived right upstairs. And her apartment was already furnished. And all she had to do bring down the pillows and covers. So I called her. I had a $15. I'm telling the truth from my heart. Y'all know I wouldn't lie to you. And that lady let me have the apartment for $15. She brought down the sheets, the pillows, and the cover and everything right next to Robert's apartment. And he talking about, you'll never, you ain't sleeping in no bed with me. I don't know about you. He talking about, I ain't gonna do, I know you ain't. And God blessed me with that apartment, so that's where I stayed until I came back to Rockmart. God blessed me. Came back and got my daughter. She went to school there for the time I was there and everything. So that was my ministry, is witness to people and praying for people and preach. Cause I had a church in Rockmart. It was on my other. Wait a minute, I got on Facebook. I showed you the church in Rockmart and for 4 years, and God just did so many miracles and things. But I had traveled. And God tell me to go to see Christina. I don't care where you stay. I got to go see Christina. If Jesus give me a message for you, I have to do that. So that's my ministry. So I don't be playing, around with God. These folks that cuss so bad, as old as they are. And I told her, I prayed for one sister about 3 weeks ago. I said, you going to hell. I have to tell the truth, because you hating somebody telling me I never forgive them. I said, well, God forgive you? What you talking about? I said, well, you won't see Jesus, so let me pray for you right now. She let me pray, but, I did what God told me to do. I'm through with that. But Jesus done did so many miracles. Up there, I know Christina and I never know nothing about it. How many times I hit the floor up there. I don't know when I fell. And I got a clean spot here and one on this side, cause that flow hard. But when I know anything, I'll be coming back. I have been to the hospital. When I get to the hospital, they can't find nothing. I have been very sick right up there, very sick. But God has kept me. I told the devil, I'm gonna be here when Jesus come on the cloud. Y'all have to speak it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That's right. You can't doubt. You have to speak it out of your mouth. And people, one lady said, her husband said, what you said? She said, Mother Parker said she gonna be here when Jesus come on the cloud. She said, it's in the Bible. So he run to get his Bible. Here it is, in Matthew. God says someone takes death till he come on the cloud. So I claim it.
Yeah.
But he done did so many miracles. I'm a miracle girl. He done did it for me. I'm 85. And I'm still here, and I feel good, and I still clean my house. I still drive, I still shop, I still go to church, I still love Jesus, and I'm gonna keep on loving. And I ain't hating nobody. These people hurts my heart when I heard about that, cause these women, 70 years old and you're 78. I said, what's wrong with y'all? They hurts me. I don't like it. I just don't like all that stuff. I don't like it. And I told them about themselves. I said, y'all, how you gonna see God? Who in the world in their 70s and 80s?
But some people are very stuck on this earth stuff. Like they think it's no other life other than this.
I'm serious. And they like they're getting worse to me. Like they're getting worse, and they scares me. When I hear them. I be sitting around some of them how they be talking. And I say, y'all need to let God fix that. Oh.
When you came in 1995, what you was doing here? Like.
Oh, I came here in 1995. I moved from with my daughter in East Orange. I had been here. I came out here in June, and I stayed with her till December. Miss Taylor was here, and I stayed with her. And Miss Taylor gave me an apartment right away when I came here. She was looking for me, but they put the wrong zip code on the letter, and everything. Cause I was sleeping on the sofa to my daughter's house, and I prayed and told God, give me a place to stay. And so this is what I prayed. I said, God, I want one bedroom. I want a bedroom, and I don't want to go no further than the 5th floor. They're honest. That's what I prayed. And so when I first came here, the dark-skinned stout lady was working back there. Old lady, she was real friendly and everything. So this particular day, when I come, they had reached me. So when I come for to see the apartment, she had me a 1-bedroom on the 7th floor, a kitchenette, not a bedroom, a kitchenette, studio. And so I was sitting back there and sitting in the devil child. She ain't studying. You've been sitting here a half an hour. You've been sitting here and sitting here. And the devil tried to make me get up and leave, right? I kept sitting there and sitting there. So she came out and told me, she said, Miss Parker, the reason it took me so long because I think a lady should have more room than a man. She said, so what I'm doing, I'm getting you the bedroom and getting the man the studio. She said, in the 5th floor. And that's what I asked God. Jesus sitting on the throne. I said, I don't want to go no far on the 5th floor. And that lady who stayed in that apartment, she had passed. And that's where I moved, and I've been there ever since 95. I've been here.
Yeah, that's great.
Right in that apartment, right there. And I'm enjoying my apartment. I really do. Yeah, I enjoy
And it's nice. It's well kept.
I can do my apartment well, fix it up. People, that's what I try to tell them, because they get on my nerve with these meetings stuff when they hollering and screaming. I don't like that stuff. You can have a meeting, Christine, and you, baby. I can talk to you. We can talk calm. When we had the meeting the other week, 1 and 9, you can just talk. Ain't nobody cussing, ain't nobody jumping up, hollering, cutting somebody off. I don't go for that.
But that's what I tell people. When we have general meetings, keep everything in general.
That's what it's
now, you want to talk about your personal stuff, come to the office. We see one-on-one, and we figure out what it is that is wrong with your apartment or you, and then we try to fix it, you know?
You ain't got no business. If something happened between me and you, Christine, I ain't got no business bringing it to the meeting. That's between me and you. I can come to you and say, Christine, let me speak to you. That's the way we supposed to do stuff in love. But see, they bugs me, and they would try to get me to get on the board. I said, no, I bake the cake. Then I ain't getting on board. I cook the cake for them. I ain't getting on no board. Because, see, I don't play for no mess. I don't go for nobody cussing. Because this cute guy, what his name, David, wasn't that his name? He got to say it and you a. I don't believe in that stuff in no meeting, man. Use a man. Have respect for people. And nobody don't have to say that in no meeting. And then they let him got up 3 times. He got to get up and talk 3 times. He talks too much for me. So you taking up the other people's time.
Yeah.
You know, right is right and wrong is wrong.
And you're supposed to be a worker here where you can just come to the office and get stuff done.
Get it done. So why are you going to get in the meeting, then you're going to go to hollering and screaming and Matt Nia and Christina and Bailey? I don't go for that stuff. I said, you go to Christina, go to Mr. McNeil. That's the way God wants us to do. We supposed to love one another. And God don't do us that way. He don't do us that way. He love us. And we supposed to love one another. So ain't nobody gonna make me go there. Let me tell y'all right now. I done told God, tell hell I'm not coming. 'Cause I ain't going to hell. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. 'Cause in that Bible, that fire burn forever.
Yes.
And you can't get out. So they can play with the soul. That's them, not me. 'Cause I 2 down there, I had to tell them last week. Yeah, I be done knocked the so-and-so. I said, y'all, you supposed to let Jesus fix it. You don't do that.
Yeah,
You
God handle it.
Yeah, grandma. So I said, okay. So I need to shut up, you know. 'Cause but God take me, y'all can believe. Miss Parker going to heaven. 'Cause I ain't going to
She
hell.
gonna be alright.
I ain't going to hell.
When God take you, gonna be Miss Parker gonna be alright.
Miss Parker gonna be with Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody that. I'll tell you right now. I don't go for no stuff.